Yep.
What's up? What's up? Me and Shay back, y'all. Hey, how y'all
Again.
doing?
For the third time today, y'all.
Third time to charm. We gonna finish it
Hmm.
out strong though, hopefully.
Yep.
But what was we last talking about? It was something that I had wanted to bring up, but I didn't forgot. I hate that, and you be telling me write it down. But I
I
think
mean,
I think I was in the middle of driving though, so that's that.
mm,
But that's still not an excuse. If I can still find a way to text somebody, I should be able to. Or I could have did a voice thing.
yeah.
Um, what was it? Moment of silence for my thoughts.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm silly. I don't know, Shay.
Okay, so the last thing we talked about was how to
Breaking up
get.
with people
Mm-hmm.
and how we
And
heal
we was,
from it.
yep, and I was talking about my friendship.
Oh, we need to dive back into the friendship because I want you to talk about, and I want to say something about it too. Was the emotions like we talked about things that happened to,
Mm-hmm.
but the emotions you were feeling. Why is it harder when you having that breakup with a friendship? It's like a divorce. Why is it so painful to an extent, especially somebody you really was rocking with? What was the
I
emotions you was feeling? How was your thoughts?
for the guy. I ain't gonna lie, it was hard, especially because I ended up going through a real, like a actual relationship breakup,
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend breakup. After that, and it was like him and then the other dude back to back, and so I'm like, bro, and I remember calling his phone one day, and he didn't answer, and I just left him a voicemail saying, and that's when I knew the friendship was over with, because in my mind. When I'm not a crier to people. I will cry by myself, but I will not cry in front of people for real. And if I cry in front of you, it's mean one, I really need you and I really trust you.
Mm-hmm.
So I called him, he didn't answer. I left him a voicemail telling him I really just needed you. I needed to hear your voice. I needed to just you to just talk to me or something because he used to always really kind of know how to help, and so when he never like reached back out to me, but I deleted that number so fast and start that's when I really start letting myself feel the emotions and stop hoping for the friendship. And just knew, okay, you let this go, because one thing I don't do is allow people to hurt me and come back and forth and back and forth. You gotta go. I did that with my girl best friend. That's why I say the toxic relationship stuff I never had because I had it with her. And so when he did that and stuff, and I'm just looking like, bro, I did nothing to you. And
But what
but
was the emotions? Because you just said you was
I
feeling it.
went through every emotion. I was sad, I was angry. You know, they say there are 5 stages of grieve.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you're
Did you only
grieving.
cry one time, or was it multiple
I
times?
cried a few times. The
Mm-hmm.
only time people know about is one time.
Yeah.
But by myself, I cried a few times, even when I would think of something he would say, or I would hear something that he would say, or something remind me of him, or see somebody that look like him. I'm ready to break down crying. But
Don't
I
you
remember,
hate when you do have that bond with somebody, right? And you know how
hmm
we both like Walking Dead. I'm just using it as an example. And say
hmm
me and you, like we really was like vibing off of that. Like we watched it together,
yeah,
or
and then you can't watch it no more.
and then
I
it's
be
like,
mad.
have you ever had it so where it made you not even watch that no more because it made
Hmm
that person. I
Yep,
went through that stage before too, and it's just like it ain't the same no more.
it ain't the same no more. And it sucks because it's like you really enjoyed that. Like you don't just take yourself away. Y'all, people don't realize that it ain't just, it get deep.
Yeah.
And that's for if you really do, if you really one of them people who actually care about people, because so many people be acting, oh, I'm a good person, I care about. No, you don't.
I think it's the lack of accountability. You know,
Yep.
it's a villain in everybody's story, and you'll be
Mm-hmm.
surprised how many times you're somebody's villain. No
Yep.
matter how
I
much of
know I
a good
am.
person you feel like you are or know that you are, somebody has bad and negative thoughts about you that's either
Mm-hmm.
real or something that they made up.
And it's crazy is I'm okay with being a villain in your story.
Yeah, because everybody has a right for to have their own view
Mm-hmm.
on things, and there's nothing you can do about it. It just kind of something you got to accept.
Yep.
But for me, I really now the space that I'm in now, I don't want to make anybody a villain
Yep.
because it really don't do anything to me. That's why I say,
Mhm.
well, this is how I felt about something, but I'm not trying to make this person out to be a bad guy, but this is my perspective on things because
Right.
we have our own perspective, but that don't necessarily mean that it's the whole truth.
Mm-hmm.
We all view things very differently.
My ex girl best friend, I know I'm the villain in her story.
Hmm.
Well, one, because I would just be real, she was never an accountable person. So, um, I know she's gonna need to blame somebody, and I'm gonna be the blame, and I don't mind that.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, if it help her get by, then hey.
Exactly. If it help you get by. But that was also one of my problems with her is that
Hmm.
you're not accountable anytime anybody says something about you to you or try to have a talk with you or get deep with you and let you know
Hmm.
like this is what you are not accountable. You always blame something. I cannot stand those type of
Yeah,
people who just
it definitely turns you off from even want to deal with that person at all.
mhm
Um, I don't want to put his business exactly out like that, but Chris was be telling me about a young lady that he's cool with. He's not dating her or anything like that, but he's
mhm
cool with her, and it just seems like even the things that he's shown me, it just really seems like this girl is going through some type of crisis, and she it seems like she don't have anything to be happy about. And it's just like I asked him, I said, do y'all have that relationship where you can talk to her and see like mentally what's going on? Because she always posting this negative stuff online. Like,
mhm
I don't want to read the stuff. I was about to read
yeah
it,
though.
but it's just like something like
I
people
don't
don't
like
care
them
about your
people
heart.
either.
People don't care about your heart, and when you got a good heart, you'll get stepped on. It's just like stuff like that, and it's just like you're really coming off just like the victim. I'm not saying you can't
Mhm.
be, but it's like everything you saying, it comes off like everybody did you wrong. I mean, I've
Right.
been here before, but I'm just like, I don't think I've done it to that extent to where
Right.
everybody knows. So it really seems like she's crying out for help in a sense. That's why I said, do y'all have that y'all had a relationship like that to have a conversation to see where her
I
mind
feel
is?
like
Because
what's the point of having it if that person, if they gonna keep saying that everybody doing them wrong, woe is
mhm,
me, then
that's
she,
definitely
how
a
can
woe
you
is me.
have that conversation with that type of person? They just
Mhm.
gonna keep switching everything around, and
And
then
I
the
think
next
that's
thing you,
probably where he's coming from and why he hasn't had that conversation with her.
mm-hmm,
And I think it's coming to a point where he wants to distance himself from her. And
mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't
because those type of people draining.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I definitely don't. But I be messing with him like you and her finna date or whatever because it do come off like she is asking for that from him in the extent because we know women. And so if we're
Mm-hmm.
constantly talking to a guy and we'll say something like, "Oh, you want to sleep on the phone with me," or "Oh, you want to talk to me every day," like those
Mm-hmm.
are signs like, "Oh, we're building something."
Right.
But
It
some
is.
people, like guys, they could just You have some guys that's good guys, and they will
Mm-hmm.
be cool with you on that level, but it don't mean that it's a sexual thing. Like, we can just be cool.
Exactly. We just cool. We just friends. And
Hmm.
I'm one of them people. I believe that men and women can be friends.
I agree. I
I
definitely
think
agree.
I
Especially
think
if we
it's
have
very
that
small
respect for
minded.
one another. I
What you
definitely agree.
say?
If we have that respect for one
Yep.
another and boundaries,
Yep.
it'll
I
work.
I just really think they're just very small minded to say, "Oh, we can't be friends as men and women."
That's only if you sexualize it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people do that. A lot of people act like they don't have self control. You
Mm-hmm.
can be friends with somebody who you think that's attractive and not want to be in a relationship with them or have
Right.
sex with them.
Exactly.
But it just doesn't seem that way because of how many different examples that are displayed.
Mm-hmm. And there's so many people that don't have this self discipline, self control. Like, get it together.
Yeah, and it definitely puts a bad rep on it, a bad taste in
Mm-hmm.
your mouth on it. But
Mm-hmm.
you have to be a person where you have your own mind about it and your own experience
Mm-hmm.
about it and go off of that, not just about around you. Because we have people who, for prime example, you have women who have a friend and they'll be sleeping with their friend baby daddy. Vice versa,
Mm-hmm.
you have their homeboy who's sleeping with their homeboy baby mama. We're so
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, I feel like when people do that, they were never your homeboy or homegirl.
Never. And very selfish people.
Yeah. I don't see how people do that. And even for me, like anybody who I'm friends with, like a homegirl, I don't really even want to be around your dude like that. And I don't even want to give him that sign that is something there. Like, we be cool, I see
Right.
you, whatever, but I'm gonna make sure I have that boundaries up
Yep.
because
Me too.
you ain't getting no idea or nothing. I don't care if you think I'm attractive.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be that attractive friend from a distance.
That. That's why when you was with our dude, and remember I was friends with him first. Me and him was real cool first, and then y'all want us to be together, and that's why I was like, if you like him, in the beginning, I was like, if you let me know, I'll back up son. And so when you let me know, yeah, I think I am feeling him, want to give him a chance. I backed up, and I wasn't calling him. Like, we still had a friendship, but it wasn't as deep as it was no more.
Hmm.
Like, because I just feel like there are certain boundaries. Yeah, I know I could have reached out to him, which I did at times, just to see what y'all got going on. But y'all was together all the time anyway, so I'm calling your phone out of respect
And
because
he hated that.
yeah, I know.
It was
I
so funny.
didn't know at
He hated that
first.
stuff, but then if it happened to me, he didn't want me
Mhm.
to do it. I'm telling you, it was. Now that I look back on some things, it was really like he was trying to control me in a lot of senses, and it's just
Mm.
I told you, he even told me like, yo, if I'm wrong in a situation, you don't need to make it known. You need to. He didn't even really say
Huh?
tell me right. He didn't even tell me to tell him like, if it's just us two alone, because he couldn't even handle that. He just didn't want me to say
He
anything at
want to
all.
be accountable,
With him, I'm not gonna be your yes man. Like, if we're
right?
together, I should be trying to up you
It,
and
I
challenge you.
tell people all the time, if your significant other can't tell you, who can?
It just shows to me he's a prime example, and not everybody who's young. So chat don't even. But I'm just saying, for some people who are younger, or just a person in
Hmm.
general, some people cannot handle certain things like that, and
Hmm.
there aren't they just not ready for the realness. Because I feel like part of that is them not ever really being real with themselves. So if
Yep.
I'm sitting here lying to myself all the time, and then here you come challenging me on those wrongs that I didn't already buried and overlooked, I'm gonna be looking at you crazy and looking at you as the enemy. And I felt like he did that so much. So
Yeah.
anything I said and it came off as negative to him, he made it seem like I was against him when it was like I was never against you. I was always only about you getting better
Hmm.
who you are as an individual. That's why the whole little slogan I told you in the car, because I put that in a Cowboys chat, was don't fall in love with potential because you likely to get hurt. That was the whole thing with him. I saw all of
Yeah.
that potential, and I saw it more than he saw it for himself. And
Yep.
you never want to be put in that situation.
Mm-mm.
It's,
If I'm one of them people, I'm be honest. I look at you to see if you lying to yourself, and if you are, I kind of start backing up because I feel like if you gonna lie to you, you gonna allow me. You gonna want me to lie
expect,
to you.
yeah,
And one
it's gonna
thing
be
I'm
an
not gonna
expectation.
do is lie to you. You gonna be mad at me, and I'm okay with that.
You the enemy in their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of annoying though, because it's like, okay, you feel that way with me, but then let somebody who really don't give a damn about you tell you
And
never
it seems like they be kissing that the people who don't care about them, the people who just say
would accept
whatever.
it.
It
They
seems
want
like they kiss their butts.
you know he had it bad.
Mm-hmm.
You got it bad when you're on the phone.
Hang up and you call right back.
Oh, we silly, but I
Hmm.
don't understand that either. I just never been that type of person.
Me either.
For me, I always wanted to um accept myself. I had that battle with myself,
That.
and I
Mm-hmm.
to, you know how like you have yourself, but then you could be torn between yourself. So it was like a ever going. I mean, it was like a lasting battle me with myself. So I
Mm-hmm.
always wanted to put those together, you know. So that was my thing. It never was about somebody else accepting me.
Yep.
End of the day, I had always felt misunderstood. But then when
Mm-hmm.
I really thought about it, I had to ask myself, was I misunderstood by people or was it me misunderstanding myself?
Yeah.
But I had shaped it as others. So then I came to the conclusion that it was me. I was not understanding myself and I never gave myself a chance to understand myself. So
Mm-hmm.
I was getting frustrated and putting placing that anger on other people when it was like once I started accepting myself, then
Projecting.
everybody would be able to, whether or not, you know.
Mm-hmm. And
But
it's a,
it's
most times when people get mad and stuff, like how you just said you was placing the anger on other people, I don't even be mad that much no more because I be realizing most people are projecting their feelings about themselves onto you. Just
yeah.
like how I was telling you one time that dang, I forgot what we was talking about, but I remember saying
Was it
that
today?
not even close to today. But I remember I was saying like with certain people, um, when it comes to like the wheelchair stuff and people tell you what you can and can't do and stuff. And I was saying that people project how they feel about themselves onto you. They can't see themselves making it any further. So they project it onto you and be like, well, you can't do this.
hmm
Same with people want to start businesses and stuff. When you try to start your own businesses, a lot of people in looking at you like you can't do that, you can't do that, but it's because they feel like they can't do it.
hmm
So you can't possibly do it if I can't do it.
Yeah,
And that's why I realize people place limitations on themselves. Don't let them put their limitations on you.
I agree. And you made me think about, I'm not going to go too much into details, but it made
Hmm.
me think about when you told me about a family member always doing that to you because you're in a
Hmm.
wheelchair. They're just like trying to baby you, and you like, I can do this,
Stop.
you know?
Right.
So I
Hmm.
get it. And I'm like, damn. So do you feel like they're placing that on you because they feel like had they been in your shoes, it was
Hmm.
so hard? But to me, it should be the opposite of your thoughts because you are a prime example of you're more than capable.
Hmm. I remember having a so-called friend, but I'm just sorry. I just people don't think before they speak, right? And I remember we were in college and she was driving me like we was gonna hang out for her birthday. First of all, I don't understand why I was friends with this person. Like, not why I was friends with them, because she was cool, but that was a 10-year age gap. I was like 20 and she was 30. So I'm looking like, how did we become friends? But anyways, I
Wow.
remember her driving me in her car and she had told me, dang, Boo Bird. She called me Boo Bird all the time. And she was like, you're such a strong person. You're such a strong person. And she was like, I just couldn't imagine being in a wheelchair. I would have drove myself off the bridge and I would have unlocked myself real fast if I had to deal with that. And the crazy thing is, you have no idea how many people say that to me, my face, to me. And
That's
it's
making
like,
me depressed.
right. And it's like, if I, and I didn't personally know this girl, not that one, but this happened recently, about a week or two ago. Because the is wheelchair community, it's a pretty community, right? It's a few of us, and one of the girls had posted a status saying she can't do this anymore and that she's sorry. And the next thing you know, everybody got the RIP. She had unloved herself. And she just was saying being in a wheelchair was so hard. Like she was, and that really made me sad. And just like, man, I wish I knew who she was. And could have reached out to her or something. Maybe somebody, And so many people were saying that. I wish I could have reached out to her. Or somebody else I saw had said that they didn't realize that she DM'd them and we could have been friends. And she just DM'd them on some funny stuff, like laughing and stuff. But
Mhm.
they wish that they would have saw that DM and got to know her and stuff, and maybe that could have changed it. But I don't think anything we do could have changed that situation because, and that's why I want to make people more aware of their words. Words have power. And so when you say stuff like that, you don't know what's in the person's mind. Me, I can say I don't think I ever wanted to kill myself behind it. I will say in the beginning, I remember telling my mama I wanted the pain to stop. I said, by any means necessary, I just want the pain to go away. And so I'm not gonna lie, I went through it. And I know we're getting off subject, but I feel like this needs to be said. I went through it when I first got in my wheelchair because it's not just the physical part. What I like to describe the physical part as is being an infant all over again, but having a grown person's mind. You know what to do,
Yeah,
but you have to now figure out how to make your body do what you know it needs to do.
yeah,
But you can't like I lost over 80% of my body. I'm paralyzed on 80% of my body. So I had to figure out how to work everything all over again, how to feed myself, how to use the bathroom, how to sit myself up. Like everything is like a child. All over again. And then but the mental breakdown of that is you are having to grieve your old self and rebuild yourself. You have to figure out, who am I now? And that was the hardest part for me.
I believe it.
I still have those thoughts sometimes, like, I wonder if I was still walking, where would I be now? Like, oh, I'd probably be fine standing
It's
up.
so different, especially for a person like you who did walk before. So
Mm-hmm.
I know it's very different from somebody who was born like that.
Yep. And I wish my friends were on here right now because I do know I know a few who were born not able to walk. And I would like for that one to tell her story because and it's funny because she compares herself to me sometimes, and which we do that is like not as in I'm comparing myself to you competition wise, but um just like friendly little stuff, trying to see like, oh yeah, I've never been able to walk and you know what that feels like, and I don't know what it feels like to not have ever walked before. She doesn't know what it feels like to jump rope or have those childhoods where you climbing trees and swimming and all this stuff. She don't know those things. So, and that, I'm gonna be honest, that gave me a different outlook because I used to be like, man, I was grieving it and wanting it back. And remember, you still remember how it felt. Like just muscle memory going down memory lane. You still can
Yeah.
remember. I can still feel the urge to move my legs,
Mhm.
but I can't move them. And you can feel that they're not moving.
Yeah.
So it just ain't never quenched. And
It
so,
kinda sounds like a reality check every day.
yeah, basically, I remember when I first got in the wheelchair, I kept forgetting I was paralyzed. And then I kept forgetting I was paralyzed. And I would get up, I would try to get up and walk, and my body would jerk. And I remember it's crazy because it was like somebody would like yank you back, but
Mhm.
it's your body. And I remember I used to try to move, and I was like, oh crap. I forgot I was paralyzed. And people be like, how you forget you paralyzed? Easy. Easy. I've talked to people who limbs are cut off and they forget that their limb is gone.
Wow.
Cause you can still it's called phantom something where you can still feel it.
You make me think back to, I don't want to bring this up too much, but it's just a prime
Mhm.
example on, you know, everybody has their own stuff that they're dealing with, whether it's a physical thing
True.
or a mental thing.
Hmm.
And it just shows that it is a blessing to be able to do the simple thing to as get up and go walk somewhere. And a
Yeah.
lot of us people who have the fortune to do that, we don't even consider that a blessing.
Yeah.
And so I say that because I'm not saying this person don't have a right to feel mentally whatever they're feeling, but
Hmm.
it's just kind of like you should stop dwelling on that so much. You got to start balancing out good stuff. And when I say
Right.
good, it can be something that you think maybe the simplest thing is walking when it's really not. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And like waking up in the morning, we are so like dismissive with that.
Hmm.
'Cause how
Of
many people,
everyday
some
occurrence.
people don't even wake up the next day,
Right. Exactly.
and we just act like it's a given.
Hmm.
Or we can hear, like you have people who are deaf, you have people who can't
Yep.
see. You know what I mean? You have people
Hmm.
who talk. You
I
have
be
some
thinking
people who
about all of that because I be thinking, bro, this on subject, but this off subject. They lying. They
who
lying. They lying. I don't care what nobody say.
who
Helen Keller ain't real. I don't care what nobody say. How
hmm
she blind? You can't hear her. So she was deaf and blind. How was you able to function? Like they tell me she learned how to read. She flew a plane.
flew a plane.
Yeah, oh girl, look into Helen Keller's story.
Oh my lord,
All these miraculous things and then tell me some she made up a different language
that's not an
with
easy thing
her.
to do. Flying planes.
Helen Keller ain't real. Y'all not finna fool me.
You made me. This is off subject, but you made me think about Nelson Mandela. When remember you even sent me something about that effect when I could have sworn that man was still alive,
I know.
and
And
it's
then
like
that's
so
my
he
people.
died twice.
Right. And I'm just like, y'all out here. Y'all out here doing stuff. But
Yeah.
I actually saw somebody talking about the Mandela effect, and she was like, why does everybody laugh at the Mandela effect? It's not funny. And
Mhm.
to be honest, I got where she was. It is funny, but it ain't funny. She
It's
told me,
really
y'all
not.
don't. She's talking right. She's talking about y'all gonna try to sit here and convince us that she was like so many different people in different parts of the world who not connected to each other at all, don't know each other, never met each other, ain't even know each other existed, have a lot of these same memories. And she was like the fruit of the looms. You trying to tell me that what she call it? I forgot the name of it, but I'm saying basket, that brown basket thing wasn't on the Fruit of the Loom this
The
whole
logo.
time. The
Yeah.
Bernstein Bears. They talking about it's the Bernstein
No,
Bears or something. And I'm like, no, y'all changing stuff. Talking
that's
about
right
pick
before
and
our
choose.
eyes and want us to get with the program.
Right. And I'm just like, y'all can't tell me we ain't living in a simulation because and they keep changing stuff on us and
Mm.
wanting us to eat the lives. No, no, no. This live getting a little too
This is
woke.
off track, but you also made me think
Hmm.
back to, when we was in school and growing up, the way we envisioned the 2020s was gonna be was just so different than what it is. It's still kind
Girl,
of the
flying
same, but
cars.
it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like we really thought we
Hmm.
were on some space stuff.
Hmm. I remember when Y2K was happening, girl, 1999. And we all had packed up and went over my granny house because they was like, it's gonna be the end of the world. And we
2020.
Cause remember Y2K, they kept saying that was it. That's the end of the world. This the end of the world. All the power gonna go out, all that. So we went and got some batteries for the little radio. Cause remember you had to get the D batteries for the radio. We got some batteries for the radio. We got some candles. Them remember them tall candles you had to cause they ain't have like three
My
wick candles in it,
fake
right?
Jesus ones.
Hmm. We had got some of them candles. We had stocked up on canned goods and water. Thought the world was about to end, so we was all like, we need to go over my granny house. When my mom was like, we gonna go over y'all granny house so we can all be together and bring in a new year together. And we every new year we always no since I was can remember as far as I can remember, we always prayed the New Year's in. We
Yeah.
came together and we would pray it in, and then we would hit the flow because that's when the shooting started too. But
That's the problem with us too. We always trying to predict things instead of just going with like we're
mhm.
not. We need to stop trying to
But
pretend.
you know what? I was thinking, what if it did end? The world that we knew ended because that's around the time the internet was introduced to us. So because I
And
know a lot of times,
a lot of stuff that's introduced to us is already
hmm,
out there. They
yep,
just public.
absolutely. And the rich get it first. The rich gets everything first.
They have
And
hit
then
the ground.
even with like the movie 2012, when it was like 2012 is gonna be the end of the world, like was like saying that the world gonna end in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
What if it did? What if it was the world that we knew? Everybody being so physical about it.
Yeah, it's
But
possible.
I and what if okay, girl, everybody finna get into my mind because I was just
On there with the conspiracy, I'm here for it.
Mhm. I was just like, what if timelines shifted in 2012 or something? Like, how do we know?
Why you making me think about the show Loki with those different timelines and prumens and
Hmm.
that's what you making me think about.
I feel like they put this stuff in our faces, and most people
They
don't
do.
believe it.
They show it to us, so I feel like about time stuff
Hmm.
do hit the fan, we're
Hmm.
already kind of in a sense like passive about it.
Yep. And I feel like they put it in our face, and a lot of people think it's just a movie, it's just a show, and so they
Stuff
can come back and say, "We
like
told y'all,"
even down to
and
cartoons and stuff like
mm-hmm,
you
they put
really
it right in your face.
on with things and not just sometimes see things for what you want. They think they want you to,
Mm-hmm.
because the people look at a lot of stuff as just basic when it's like nah,
It
something
get deeper.
having meaning behind it, but it goes
Mm-hmm.
ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You're not
Or
taking
a
it.
lot of people don't like the Christian community won't believe in most of what I'm talking about
No,
because.
shut you down
Mm-hmm.
real quick.
And like even with like I can name one show right now to the T. I don't care what nobody says.
Hmm.
That was 2020. The name of the show was Black Lightning.
Oh yeah, that was my
I
show.
don't care what nobody says. That's COVID-19. Everything that took place in that show took place in America.
Let me ask you this, since you brought up COVID, do you feel like that was eliminating some people? Because they
Hmm.
always say that we're overpopulated.
Hmm.
So you feel like it was targeting?
I feel like it did more than that. I feel like it was targeting certain people, but I also feel like it was setting the new world up
Yeah, I believe
for them
like
to take control.
of one leader,
Mm-hmm.
one leader,
And
one
I'm
world.
talking, and yeah, and like right now, nobody cannot convince me that Trump is not trying to set up martial law.
Yeah, because
And
why instead of you literally just using police, you want
mm-hmm,
military
you're using the military.
regular civilian areas and communities.
Mm-hmm.
That is insane.
Yep. And so I honestly feel like COVID-19, when they shut everything down and was like, y'all can't go outside, one, I what I did like about it was I feel like it reset the earth. I feel like Mother Nature was able to heal from a lot of the stuff that the humans done put her through.
We're not taking care of Earth like that at all.
Mm-mm.
That's another thing I feel like we take for granted as well.
Me too. And like I remember telling my mama, like, man, I wish I could go be with a tiger, like have a tiger as a pet. And I'm like, and I feel like I be having these desires and grievances because that is the way the world was supposed to be
If you
before.
pay attention to how the animals move
Hmm.
versus us,
Yep,
totally different
complete differently.
vibration and tempo.
Hmm.
Very
And
different.
but also with us, I feel like we were introduced to good and evil. I don't
Yeah,
think the animals. Hmm. I don't think the animals have that. It's just nature for them. It's
yeah.
not good. It's not evil. It's just nature. It's
Because if you
the.
notice, certain animals they come around when they're supposed to come around, and then some go
Mhm.
into hiding, and they work together as well.
Mhm.
Like I love
Mhm.
seeing birds when they are flocked together and doing their own little things, and then sometimes you see one or two trying to catch up or whatever.
Yeah. And then you will see them even like I like watching other stuff. So when you'll even see them like on other animals. Like if an animal has a wound, a bird will go pick at it to clean it for them.
Mm,
And the bird is eating it, so it's getting its nutrition, but the animal is cleaning it for the animal, so it'll heal on its own.
hmm
And I like this, and I feel like, man, we need to take some notes from the dang animals.
We got to, and I don't even want to say now that we're talking about it like this, it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
like you can't even say like we're too earthly because are we really? When Earth is not really the way that we are living.
Mm-hmm.
Earthly things are way more simpler than what we're doing now.
Yep. I
It's so much pressure,
I want to speak on it, but I know I don't want to speak on it on here.
I
On
feel
how
you.
I feel, because I feel like if you go in a little too deep, then you get unalived.
Back to our topic. Not
You
funny.
know how this world is.
Yeah. But it's very interesting that we do people a lot of different things. I
Yeah.
I really love the slower pace of stuff. Like I'm a person where I can but I don't like to be like that. I really like the calmness of things. That's why like with certain music
Mhm.
and I could just really sit and
Mhm.
listen and never get tired of is that like jazz or just the soft sound of
Mhm.
rain.
Girl, I love classical music. I
Mm-hmm.
like R&B is my favorite genre of music, and I like neo soul, another
Yes.
favorite genre. Now I was gonna say something to you, and I cannot remember what it was.
I hate when we be doing that too, because it probably be
Let me
juicy
see.
stuff, really good to talk about. But sometimes it's kind of like, okay, maybe this is not meant to.
BC, yeah.
Because if it is, it'll eventually come back to you. But if not, no.
Mhm. Yep. That's true. I believe that too.
Mhm.
Dang. But
Let
now
me
my mind blank.
what's your ideal man?
I'm not. I'll say the surface level stuff
Yeah,
because
don't
I don't.
surface.
Yeah, cause I don't want. People can pretend to be that. First of all, I love a disciplined. Disciplined is a big one. Knowing who you are, like, and very secure in yourself. And that's with female and male. Being secure in yourself, being disciplined with yourself, someone who is honest
Mm,
and can be honest with me and especially yourself. Because sometimes people can be honest with other people but not themselves
yeah,
and
no
such.
accountability.
Yeah, I would love a man with accountability.
What's something
Good
that you
looks. What
if
you say?
what is something you feel like in this moment that you
Mhm.
feel like honestly that you need to work on within yourself to be the
With
best version of you?
mm, consistency.
Mm.
Mhm.
Why do you feel that way?
Because I can be flaky. It sometimes it's like how earlier I said it was another live I was supposed to do,
Right.
but I completely forgot about it. And um I know that I can I can flake sometimes, which I like how you tell me all the time you're so consistent as a friend and stuff like that.
For me, yeah. Like
Yeah, we built that. And but with myself, I'm sometimes not as consistent. I'm not as
why? Do you know?
uh
Mm.
it's easy to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And when you mm, I noticed when I was younger I used to put other people ahead of me. And that's something I actually been working on is putting me first. And it's a balance though. I'm prioritizing myself, but I'm not doing for others as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people get that misconstrued and they be like, I feel like I gotta put me first. I gotta do for me, I gotta prioritize me, and it just becomes selfish and nothing for nobody else. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times life do make you wanna be like that.
Yeah. Makes you
But
feel that way. Yeah.
that's what made me start learning to prioritize me though. Because I'm just like,
That
uh,
word, prioritize. Yes.
mm-hmm.
Get it on the mill.
Because it was just like I'm a super good person. And I know good people don't say that they're good people. They are just good people and people can see that. But I
Mhm.
know my heart is big.
Yeah,
And
it very much is.
I got tired of always giving my heart, my heart, my heart, and then for people to not be on the same page as me and stuff.
Have a
So
lot
I
of people who don't treat it delicately.
mm-hmm.
Just like, and
Yeah.
can sometimes chalk it down to that's just who they are as individuals. Maybe it could be because how they feel, or it could
Right.
be a certain people are like that. So they feel like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
these people are like this, I'm gonna treat you like this. And we really
Right.
treat everybody the same. You treat that
Right.
person off of who they are.
But and it's also some people who are like that, who are bad people, and so they're gonna treat you like a bad person because they know who they are. And if it was me, I would have did this to you. So I would have took your heart for granted. Is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna take your heart for granted. So I'm assuming you're gonna take mine for granted.
Yeah, I
That
can
goes.
that because I think from my old friendships with certain people and even relationships, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
because it's something that they would do if they were in my shoes or not, or
Mm-hmm.
so they just assume that ain't no way that you know what I mean? And I get that a lot from people, and I'm just like, no, I really don't. No, that's not me. Like some people would look at me and think that, oh, I'm this club
Mm-hmm.
girl, or I'm this girl that talks to a million niggas, and just really judge me.
Mm-hmm.
Your stuff static. And
Yep. I
I gave you
know.
all that
I
praise, and
used to. It was me. I had went in the photos and then it messed up. But I what did you say last?
Hey, Roderick. How are you doing? Thanks for supporting. What did I ask last? It was based off of
Yeah.
people and treating your heart because you were speaking about you're a good person and you know how people wasn't
Mhm.
basically being caring enough with your heart in a sense.
Mhm. And
Did
you said yeah, because they would do you like that. Then yeah, that's what you said.
we
So
just
I feel
talking.
like
It's no specific topic. We just chilling, vibing because we kept throughout the day having to stop our streams because we were both doing stuff. So now we just having a straight stream and we just vibing out. So
mhm. Is there
yeah,
a topic you would like to talk about or
yeah.
hear about?
Because we initially were talking about healing from a heartbreak, but we
Mhm.
kind of already like tackled it. But
Mhm.
we even said that, if some of y'all in the chat want to get involved and talk about how you guys, what helped you guys move forward from a breakup, I mean, I can drop the link and you can give us your insight if you want to. Just let me know. But yeah, we just vibing, talking about just whatever come to our mind. And
Mhm.
what was you saying?
Girl, I don't know. You see, I keep losing my train of thought, and then when we stop, that's it.
He said he'll listen. Okay. Thank
Oh,
you
listen. Well,
for
thank you.
supporting.
But no, yeah, I think I really take I think that's why I used to have a lot of friends. Oh no, I know what you said when you were saying how people see you. Like some people see you as a girl who will date a lot of dudes and stuff like that. I've had preconceived no views of myself too, and baby, I was looking like I don't know how y'all saw that. Like I remember like I don't know why I used to get all the time women would say when I first met you, I didn't like you. And now I know you. I like you. I love you, girl. And I'll be looking like, why? And they be like, I don't know. I don't know why I ain't like you. I just
Mm,
didn't. And I think it has to do like with pretty. You're pretty. And I know like I used to have RSB. So or what is RBF. That's
mm,
what it's called. And so I think people used to look at me like that, like, oh no, she must be mean because she looked mean.
I get
I
that
think,
people think that I'm mean, but then it's
mm-hmm,
like when you get a taste of me as an individual, learn my personality, I
mm-hmm,
go away from me.
me too. And it's weird to me. And
Mm,
I be looking like, I mean, it's not weird to me because I know I'm a cool person. I'm a good person. I'm very down to earth. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I don't get why you didn't like me. But like I said, I assume it's because pretty and bubbly and you know what I'm saying. And you see a lot of fake people out here in this world acting
I
like
just
they that.
because for me, how can I not like somebody I don't know?
I exactly. How can you not like somebody you do
Unless
not
I
like?
didn't see from a distance how you moving and doing people, then okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then still at the same time, I'm just like, okay, I see what type of person you are to other people. I'm trying
Right.
to have my distance because just because you mean to somebody else, sometimes those people not even like that towards me.
Mm-hmm.
But it does still have me like in the back of my head, like, okay, I see how you are to certain people. So it's not like
Mm-hmm.
your extent from like doing
It
it to
make me feel like I'm
example.
gonna just be honest. It made me feel like you saw my light or something, and it was blinding you, and so you didn't like me or something. I
And
don't know. It's
probably
weird.
know that it was that.
True. I don't think most of them know that it's that.
But it's something, but they don't know what that something is.
Right. hmm And I feel like it, and a lot of times people don't realize is to be like, I don't want to say the demons in you don't like the light, and the darkness in them don't like the light inside of you.
Mhm.
But then sometimes those people are light. But I guess I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, because
But
you make me think back to when we spoke about people are gonna expect this from you because this is something that they would do in your shoes,
mhm.
or if they're
Yep.
just whatever. So it's kind of like that to an extent.
Mhm. And when people tell me when I first met you, I didn't like you, I start backing up from them
Yeah,
and distancing myself.
because it's like, okay, what changed?
Exactly, because I've been me the whole time. I am who I am. It's only one person I feel like can who haven't truly met me. But and we don't even talk anymore, but he met me to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't get to get all of me.
Mm-hmm.
But I am learning to trust in God in certain ways because I feel like rejection is God's protection.
It
So
is.
just because it's a no doesn't mean that it's well sometimes it's not a no forever. Or it's a not right now. And two, it's a no forever because it never was gonna be right for you.
Mm-hmm. Because you gotta sometimes look at things like hurt now, so you don't hurt in the long.
Later. Yep.
Not even just later, like the long haul, like the
Mm-hmm. You just prolonging the process.
yeah.
I'm definitely a hurt now person. That's why when people be asking questions like, "Would you rather know that you getting cheated on, or would you rather the person like you know how sometimes people will be like they want to break up with their significant other, but they don't want to hurt them and stuff like that." And I be thinking,
Hurt
it's
me
when
to begin
you're
because
exactly you
I
stopping the
quit.
inevitable.
I'm a bite the bullet person, so I
Yep,
rather deal with it head on. Even
me
no matter
too.
how hard it is, no matter how sad I get, unbelievable it is, like I really rather just deal with it in
Me
the
too. Just gonna hurt me now. And
then
remember when Mary had that TV show?
your phone breaking up.
And oh boy, her husband cheated on her. And then he would like give her, he would spoon feed her pieces of everything that happened. And it was like you hurting her over and over and over. Huh?
Who you talking about? Because your phone was breaking up.
Oh, I'm Mary. Have you ever seen that reality
I
series?
saw a little bit of it, but I didn't see
Oh,
everything. I don't know.
so I think it was Tina. Her husband cheated on her, and she would find out. Like she found out he cheated, and then she ended up finding out he cheated with another woman. And then
Hmm.
she asked him, just tell me everything. And then he would come tell her something else he did. And then they'll get past that, go to therapy and stuff, and then he'll tell her something else he did. And it's like, why are you torturing this lady? Just go ahead and just tell her everything in one
At this
sentence.
point, you're gonna make her numb to everything.
Yeah. And I'm just looking like, baby, I would have had to clock him. Baby, I would
I
have
want
pop.
to just
You
leave.
know what I feel like should be a thing? I feel like if people hurt you in certain ways,
Hmm.
you should be able to defend yourself. And whatever you do, you should not get no prison time because that was self defense.
Girl, no, you not say that. Block it out.
I'm so serious though.
You sound like me when I be driving and I'm like, oh, when the car's slow, I wish I had a bumper car so I could just either
Bump
put
him out the way.
monster truck drive over that car and not have no damages. That's what you sound like. That's
Yeah. That's different though.
it is, but that's what you make me think about. Your butt said we should be able to do whatever we want to do with somebody else.
Cause you playing, I feel like that's a form of hurting somebody. You're playing with their feelings. That's
Like
hurt.
like you're purposely trying to hurt me because if you're not, why even stay with me if you want to go do all
If you want somebody else, leave me alone.
that's what the form of wanting your cake and can eat it too. And then some
Yep.
people are when you get stuck in a relationship and you have this habit and used to having this person around, some people
Mm-hmm.
get selfish and don't want
Yep.
to
Let
not
them go.
they
And
would
some people,
everything.
they want you, but they want to go have their fun. And so instead of letting you go, instead of letting you go, they'll just drag you along and then act like you can't leave.
Yeah,
Like it's crazy.
yeah.
People are selfish and crazy and earthly.
Don't make it right. That's true.
hmm Two wrongs don't make a right. Now, yes, it do.
What about a right
Two
and
negatives cancel each other out.
what they equate to a wrong and then a right?
This clock to the face.
Why do you think? Because we can't say, because we do tend to say this like it should be like the old times, as if back then people wasn't cheating.
I think to a certain extent it should be like the old times, like when courting, actually getting to know each other and taking our time and stuff like that. I think that should be like the old times, but let me just be real on both ends of that though, because it seemed like love was love back then, like the '90s type of love. However, like people be highlighting the bad stuff too. No, when we say we wish it like the old time, we're talking about the good old times,
Hmm.
not the bad stuff. Because it seemed like love was just so different back then. I'm one of them people who feel like love was so. I feel like I used to, growing up, I did not know what was going on, but I used to always feel like I was born in the wrong era. I felt like I should have been born in like the '70s or something. And that was just based off my moral compass.
Felt that way too, but I don't think it was that year. I don't know.
hmm
I always just felt like my mind frame is very old fashioned.
hmm
Would he say the old times more
They
people
stayed married forever.
authentic and meant something for more people? That's true. They stay.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just though we see that and it's true, but then half of that is some of them people stay together and people was stepping out and they be having 11
hmm
and stuff.
Right.
It was like that's
Those are the ones I don't like them. Don't step out on me. As far as I know, I've never been cheated on. To this day, I've never been cheated on as far as I know. The reason why I'm saying as far as I know is because in the future some could come out where you can come tell me I remember when we was together, I cheated on you.
yeah,
It ain't my business no more. I ain't even with
right.
you.
I've never cheated
But
on somebody.
I've never cheated on nobody either. I'm just not her.
Mm-mm. I feel like if I have to do that, then why am I even in a relationship?
Why am I her?
Able to
Exactly.
not have to really answer to nobody. Just
hmm
say, like I want to just be free.
And do you be seeing how much you got to put work you got to put in to cheat? Who got this kind of time? You done
That's
been on started all kind of businesses and stuff.
talking to multiple people too. I'm like, I'm old now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that. I've been up
Mm-hmm.
and said your name, called them somebody else.
Now, this my thing. I done got older to where I can talk to multiple people still. However, y'all know about each other. You know that I'm not just talking to you.
That's different.
I'm
How
very upfront.
how common is that? Be honest.
I know
But
it's
that's
very rare,
me. I feel
but
like
and that's why a lot of men or with people can't accept a lot of stuff from me because I'm very upfront and they don't know how to take that type of honesty.
mhm,
So that's why I already know I'm a rare breed, and the person who is for me is also gonna be rare because a rare, you know how to take care of rare.
mhm. I think a lot of people are just so quick to lie.
Yep,
So they
because
are
that's what's easy.
they're ready for that. And it's just like
hmm
how can it be so easy when I would think telling the truth would be more easy because You don't have to sit there and come up with a lie and another one and
Yeah,
another
but telling the truth has consequences some a lot of the times.
one too, because it's gonna eventually catch up to you, whether it's
Mhm.
the person you lying to or it'll double
Mhm.
back and happen to you.
Yep.
Because you got
But
some people be cheating and stuff and thinking they getting all over on somebody, but the very
yep.
cheating on the other person with, they could be cheating on you. Like it just
Exactly.
be a
And
lot of
that makes me mad because I feel like you putting my life in danger when you cheat on me because you don't know what that person got going on. And a lot of times they don't even y'all are they know like sometimes they know that they're the other woman. And so they doing their own thing too.
yeah.
And some women get a thrill out of being the other woman. And it's just like it's first of all, that's weirdo behavior.
Men
Very
too.
weird.
Boyfriend number two.
Yep. Yep.
He's still
Very weirdo behavior. First of all, Pleasure P. I just want to take a safety pin and pop him.
why?
Girl, he done gained so much weight. I said, oh Lord, he on stage look like he's struggling to breathe.
I
There's
can
nothing wrong with weight being on people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not skinny at all. However, sir, you are barely singing the dang songs. You keep pointing the mic towards the audience. And that's making me mad. Because even Big Boy and Drew Hill had breath and he was singing them songs on stage. I used to
I'm still tripping off. You said you want to get a safety pin and pop
cause and then he too arrogant to be doing all this. Like, sir, you can't even breathe. You have no stamina whatsoever. And Sammy and
that you singing. You probably can't even do none of that stuff no more.
that's how I be thinking. If y'all gonna sing sexy stones, you gonna have to be sexy. That's why I'm like like with Drew Hill, Big Boy can be Big Boy because they're singing love songs. You don't gotta be sexy to have a love song.
I just don't like about the newer music is even with the rap,
And no sustenance.
with the R&B music. It's like, why are y'all trying to rap in your
Hmm.
and it's always straight to just F and even though we ain't gonna front, it was some nasty songs back in the day. But it's
Hmm.
the way in the wordplay they use
And we had
current.
we had radio editions, we had wordplay, we had uh
It's
a
like they don't
bunch
talk
of different varieties of rap and R&B and neo soul, and we had stuff we could choose from.
true. Very true. And you know, we still have some of those music, I mean, some of those good artists like that that does those
Mhm.
songs, but they are overshadowed
Mhm.
by stuff. And then you
I
had a
be just
or glorifying being a side piece or
mhm.
being just always heartbroken. And it's just like
SZA.
tempo songs.
All SZA music is like she got a song called Normal Girl. And I love SZA to death. She can blow, baby. Well, they say not live. I ain't never seen her live though. But I love her music. But when I really started, I was like, I can't sing these songs.
To some of the stuff, you be like,
Now wait a minute. Cause that's how I feel like with marriage. Cause one, I believe in energy. I believe that there's power in the tongue. So if I'm singing this song,
definitely.
then that is what the energy I'm putting out there. So that Mary J. Blige, I'm going down. Oh no, honey. I don't know. Can't breathe and all that stuff. I can still breathe. Stop and ride real quick. Having a smoke. Appreciate y'all. Who?
Matt shouted you out on his channel before closing his stream. Oh, thank you,
Mm.
Matt. Thank you, Chum, for stopping by. I hope you hit the
Hey,
like.
Tom. But yeah, that's what I like about back in the day is we didn't even know some of the songs were even supposed to be dirty until you got the real version, the uncut version of that song.
Hey, now with that Whitney Houston song, "Saving All My Love for You,"
Baby, Whitney
I
had me messed up. I
piece.
used to love that song.
I feel like
I won't sing them lyrics no more. Cause Homegirl was tripping. And bro, I'm gonna tell you a song I used to freaking adore. It's Morning, Shirley Murdoch. I love It's Morning. And we slept the night away. It happened. Baby, she talking about we can't stand the test of time. But then, hold up, fast forward. Fast forward. Heifer said, nigga got a wife. Say she would, nigga said, she would never understand. You were mine for just one night. I said, you damn right I'm not gonna understand. The hell you talking about?
hmm
But
it's just like the song "Woman to Woman." Why are you checking the other woman about your man and not checking your
and
man?
I told me, girl said that
Dude,
car note, I paid it. Them clothes on his back, I bought it. I said, you a new
cool.
fool. You's an old fool.
So
He
you do everything. He just the man there for you.
just died. He just laying pipe down. Girl, what's wrong with you? It ain't never been that good.
All this stuff you do for him, he still go and cheat on you.
And he's still going to cheat on you. That's why, because you're doing too much for him. You ain't letting the man be the man. Get yourself together, sir. And he's probably a insecure man.
Wait a minute, that Usher song, you remind me. You telling me I remind you of somebody you used to talk to.
Bro,
You see my face.
bro,
Are you don't see her face and me? That's why you
bro,
trying to talk to me?
tripping. Nah, because I want my own identity. Don't be comparing me to apples when I'm oranges.
And then wait a minute,
Then,
song with him and R. Kelly, same girl. You know, in
mhm,
the music video they were twins, but
twins, But in the
that
song, it was the same girl. And then another song with Usher. Cause he's over here talking about what's the name? What's the song? Now remind me. You remember me? You know what's the? It's another Usher song, girl, where he's over here talking about, huh?
I go.
I'm trying to think of it. It was in my mind until you went to same girl.
Make me go to Usher and look.
Cause he was talking about another person. I gotta go look up some old Usher.
What
I
album?
think
You know that?
probably 8701.
He said you make me want to leave the one I'm with. Yeah, that's fucked
That's it right there. That's
up.
the one I was looking for. You make you want to leave the one I'm with. I said, see, now this,
Thank you.
remember when I had said self defense?
He
Because,
said, "Thank you, John." That's hilarious.
yep, self defense.
And that confessions too wasn't no better.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Now, you mean to tell me that song was about Jermaine Dupri? That's his story?
That was
In
about
the
him.
interview, in the interview, Jermaine Dupri said that song was about him. He asked Usher to write it. And I'm looking like Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri. You cheating on somebody. And apparently it was Janet Jackson he cheated on. First of all, how'd you even pull that in the first place? I know a scheme when I see one. I know a publicity stunt.
Even just him, like, how do Nick Cannon be getting all these girls? He must got a big thing or something.
Nick Cannon got Nick Cannon dang near a billionaire, ain't he? Money talks.
But before he was getting all of that money, he was still getting women. He be
But
having
Nick Cannon been Nick Cannon since I was a little kid. He better been having some money. Nick Cannon been bringing in bread. Nick, you don't remember the Nick show on Nickelodeon?
More money than him though.
What you say?
He has been with women who has more money than him.
He been weird since Chris Cross. Who?
Jermaine Dupri.
Oh,
Chum gonna say y'all love them jams though.
I
Uh,
used to.
some of them, but not all. I'm not a really big Usher fan. I
I
know,
am. Nah, I
but
used to love me some Usher.
me like having his stuff on like a straight playlist, like
I
unless
did.
like Breezy or somebody. But I don't even listen to him like that much like that.
I used to growing up, but I'm gonna tell you who I was listening to, and my mama had no business letting me listen to them. Silk and H Town, baby.
Silk, let's make love.
I
Like
love me some Silk Honey and
yes,
H Town, and I had made me a mix CD, Silk versus H Town. Huh?
favorite H Town song. Go.
Favorite H Town song? One Night Gigolo.
Mine's is emotions. I
I
love that.
don't really care for emotions like that.
What?
Emotions make you cry sometime.
Did I ever see you that dude on TikTok? He keep on doing that little dance he be doing, the little pop they be doing. It's a guy on
Mm-mm.
TikTok. He keep going to different areas, weird places, and keep doing it. Wait a minute, I'm finna show y'all because this
My
is
favorite. What's your favorite Silk song?
hold on, because they got so many. I like a lot of them. Are you sure you want me to name one? Just one?
Mm-hmm.
Let me look. Okay. Mm, I don't know. It's between Freak Me. I don't know, Shay. I can't answer that because I like Freak Me. I like If You. And I like Let's Make Love the most. So it's hard out of them.
Roderick said, "If you." Mine is Lose Control,
Let me find this dude for y'all.
but my all-time favorite group is Drew Hill, hands down. That was always my
Ugh,
favorite group.
Drew Hill. I love some Cisco. His voice
Mm-hmm.
for me every time. But what be crazy though, they be having these in these groups back then, them people really could sing. Everybody in the group,
Mm-hmm.
but you did have some who, you know,
Right.
I like
Cisco, I.
the bedroom, but see, it's just so
Mhm.
pasteurized. I'm just like,
I know now these days it is.
I'm finna show y'all two of them because this was funny to me. Hold on. We in Walmart with it. You got that, you know? What do you got? What do you got playing? What do you got playing? He look a fool too.
Oh, you did send me that. I had saw it before you sent it though.
He keep doing it too. Like he go to a lot of different places and doing this shit.
You know that was the dance back in the day.
I would have been stirring too, and I'm like, why I don't never see this stuff when I go to the store? Then this fool, he don't care. And then this the last one I saw. This man in the back just looking at him.
I would have been too. I probably would have yelled, "Man, get your ass on somewhere with all that."
I would have been laughing. That's all I would have
I
been doing.
know.
Cause I'm really goofy like that. But
Especially in a store I'm trying to do I'm trying to take care of business. Bitch,
he wasn't in nobody
get
way.
on. Get on somewhere.
He was
All
not
this
in
noise.
nobody way. He was out the
He
way.
at least
It's
pick
just if
some
you
good
was trying to get
songs.
in or leave, then yeah, he'll be in
Hmm.
your way. But if he was doing that, I'm leaving out, I would have been like recording his ass too.
You had froze.
I
Baby, I
did.
would have been on some. I got to get out of Walmart.
Mm-mm. I had
Um,
laughed and post that shit.
mm-mm.
I'd be like, Shay, look what I just seen. But
And
I
I've been
don't
like,
do
oh
no
my
stuff
goodness.
like that. I'm a person where if I'm going to Walmart or something like that, I go early in the morning. I be going like at 6, 7 in the morning.
I don't go. I'll tell you what I do.
Order
Get right
online.
on the app,
I've
order it
done that too.
online,
But I don't go to
curbside
Walmart.
pickup.
I go to Kroger's.
I just found
Mm,
out they got curbside pickup.
and I do
But
that
it's a
too a
Tom
lot.
Thumb
Curbside.
closer to me though.
Yeah.
But
They don't
lose
really have that many
control,
Tom.
girl. The first time I ever heard lose control, I was like, oh, cause the baby, the way he bust in through with that song, girl, I was like, oh Lord, I wish I could sing. Every time I be like, the old school songs be having me like, I wish I could sing. Wait, that he said I can't sing.
This how much I
Cause
love old school. This is my old school playlist. I don't know if you can see it, but
I
it's
got one too.
17 hours of music I can literally listen to. And that's not even
That's
all the
dope.
old school music I like. Only some
Hmm. I got mine broken up into different playlists.
of them.
Some of them is like soul R&B, old
Hmm.
school. Some of it is rap and R&B. Some of it's just rap. But I have,
Yeah,
so
that's
I
what that
really
is.
be.
It's really a lot of like the
Hmm.
older school, not Usher
Hmm.
and stuff like that. They don't count. That's more
Yeah,
R&B. But like these are
yeah. Some
like
Tony
Isley
Braxton.
Brothers, Tiana
Yeah, I
Marie,
got that
Frankie
too.
Beverly, the Gap Band,
Yeah.
Atlantic Star, Slave, Maxwell. I put him on her. I put
Have
Sade,
you ever seen, girl, one person you gotta
Rick
see in
James.
concert before they pass is
Who?
Maxwell. I saw Maxwell in
He
concert.
died.
No, I said you gotta see him in concert before
Oh,
he passes.
I'm
The
like,
heck,
I'm like, girl,
I
don't be
saw
putting death on that
Maxwell
man.
in concert a few years back. When I say that was one of the best concerts, most entertaining, and is Common was his opening act. Common and Chrisette Michelle. Chrisette Michelle, I don't know what she had going on. She sounded terrible that
She
day.
can sing, but I don't
She
know none
can.
of her songs.
I love Chrisette Michelle.
I don't know
That's
none of
why
her
when
songs.
people was mad at her for
About that Trump stuff. Girl, make your money. Bye.
my thing
Ain't got nothing to do
is,
with me.
look at didn't nobody say nothing about Nelly them. That be making me mad.
Snoop Dogg.
I think Brandy did too, and Snoop Dogg. Like, what's wrong with y'all? But anyways, because Chrisette Michelle ain't as popular. But
Wait a
I
minute.
love. Hmm.
Uh, back off track. What's your favorite New Edition song?
New Edition. Hold on, I'm gonna have to look up some of the names of that songs. I did that with Silk too. You just didn't know because I could not think of
I
that
had
song
to too.
tonight.
I told you. Cause baby, did you have a crush on any of them? New
Nope.
Edition. Girl, I
I,
love Ralph.
mm-mm.
Love me some Ralph. That old man can get it. Hey Matt, how are you doing? But yeah,
I
I
think
like.
mine was Candy. It was not Candy Girl.
Hmm.
I, it was Can You Stand the Rain. It
That's
still
my
Can You
favorite
Stand the
song,
Rain.
but I grew to. It's my favorite song, but I grew to try not to listen to it too much because
Mm-hmm.
girl, I would have that mug on rotation. But
This my problem.
what?
I always liked Boys to Men more than New Edition.
What? I
Girl,
don't really, I don't really,
yes.
I don't really like Boys to Men.
Oh,
I don't. But they can sing. But no, I can't really tell you. Like, let me look them up. I can't really tell
baby,
you.
I used to have that CD on repeat.
Mm-mm. Now the new edition song "Boys to Men," I love that song, y'all. I love that song. Man, say I love it as if I'm a man and they talking about me becoming a grown man. Like I love that song. But no, I only know like End of the Road. Song.
Wow. My
Yeah,
favorite from them is I'll Make Love.
I
I'll make
never
love
heard it.
to you. What
Oh yeah,
the
I do know
heck
that
is
song. I lied.
wrong
I
with
know.
you?
I know
Okay.
it. Chill.
I love them, bro.
But they're not even in the same category as New Edition. I would put them with like Drew Hill, but I would say Drew Hill. I like them more. I don't know.
I
This
like
is
Drew Hill better than all of them, except for Silk. That's a tie. But I freaking love Drew Hill.
girl. Why we ain't bring up Jodeci?
I love me some Jodeci too, but I didn't like them like I like the other ones. Yeah, cause they was
What?
tripping.
They
No, nigga said,
inspired a lot of them.
nigga said, take my money, my house and my car. I said, pause, pause. I can't sing that part of the song either, cause they tripping. I said, I'll
He
take
did
his
say that.
money, his house and his car.
It's so many
Good
hits
night,
they got.
Roderick. But you
Yeah,
want to know who was one of the realest?
who?
Prince. Prince, baby. And then hold up, I'm gonna tell you how he was one of the realest because Jodeci them talking about some take my money. Prince over here talking about some you can have some you can have me and my ride. Wait, maybe not the ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Prince. Now you can't do that to the ride now.
I loved his style. It was very like
Me
different and
too.
unique and stuff. But
And
oh, I
fun
love Prince.
fact, I share a birthday with Prince.
Really? He is a
Mhm.
Gemini?
Mhm.
Oh wow, you learn something new every day. No offense, I'm more of a Michael Jackson fan than Prince. But I like Prince. I do.
That's
But I don't
the
listen to
thing.
him.
I just feel like you can't compare them.
You
And
can't.
I know a lot of people used to try to say Michael Jackson or Prince. That's stupid. They don't even sing the same type of music.
They don't. And they have different styles. I feel like Prince was like
Completely.
really musical, like with instrument and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And Michael Jackson was more of like a
He's an
he
entertainer.
yeah, more perform and he had vocals and stuff too, but it was just different.
It is.
And he could dance and stuff. Prince did dance, but
Girl,
not
he
like
do
that.
splits and all types of stuff with his
Mm-hmm.
guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
He was more instrumentally inclined in all of that.
Oh, did you like Color Me Bad?
And who I know this name, but I can't think of any of
And
their
I want
songs.
to set you up.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know who else I liked and I felt like they was slept on? Shy.
Baby, what happened to them? Because them boys could blow
They could.
a cappella and it sounded
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Yep. I heard the but when I saw I heard the version with the music, I went, who did this? I didn't even know they had a version with music.
I like them both. I can jam them both. But you know what group I really felt bad for that had such a go to like really do something big? It was High
Who?
Five. You know, they was from
Yeah.
Houston, but they were from like the countryside of Texas. They weren't from Dallas.
Okay.
But I think they
You
were from
know who I
Dallas.
loved growing up, and my mom and them used to like, oh Lord, cause I couldn't get enough of them. SWV, but when I say that album front to back,
Don't be mad, but not a huge fan.
shut your freaking face.
I do like them, but I don't know what it is. I think they songs just got on my nerves because people played it so much. I don't know.
mm,
And
baby,
I do like the
you
way
would
they
have been sick of me
I would have
between
sketched.
them, Silk and Drew Hill and Marvin Gaye.
You didn't like Genuine?
Yes, I did like Genuine, but it
Tyrese?
yes, just not on the level that I like them.
Well, they're solo. So we
True,
talking about
but
groups.
also, I grew up in the '90s, so My mama would have had to buy me them. She would have had to be into them to buy me them.
Mm.
So,
She
like,
damn
I
sure
remember,
ain't finna buy you no genuine.
baby, she bought me one CD. Well, she besides Lil Bow Wow, cause she did buy me Bow Wow
I
CD
said
too.
little Bow Wow. You just don't know. Like, people need to put some
But
respect on his name about what he did for the music
they
industry.
sure better. I still would jam some Bow Wow. They better stop
Do you
playing.
like Keith
And
Sweat?
no, I like some of his songs, maybe like two of his songs,
I
but
love
I
his
can't
song
stand
with
his voice.
Escape.
I don't like his voice. He whining
Mama like him.
and he
He got
sings
shit
through his
on him.
nose.
Like his neck is
Mine
long.
wonder like him. He sings through his nose. He whines. No, nobody who can like me.
It's only two songs of his I think I listen to is that Nobody and Twisted. But my
I
favorite
don't
song
care
of
for
his is
Twisted.
not his song. It's with him, some other dudes, and Escape, and it's called "Am I Dreaming." I love that song.
Mm. I like maybe two songs by Escape. You want me to tell you somebody I just feel like can't sing to
You only
save
like
their
two
life?
songs of Escape.
Mm-hmm. Candy Burris. But that girl can't sing. Y'all need to quit
I
hyping
used
her.
to feel like that too, and sometimes I still do. But the girl can hit a high note. I give her that.
No, she can write good songs, great songs, classic songs, actually. She's an amazing writer.
But you know, Candy helped. Not Candy. You know, Tiny helped her too. Like they
Tiny
write
can't sing
together.
either, though.
I ain't talking about her singing. I'm talking about the
Oh,
writing skills, girl.
oh, oh, okay. Well, yeah, I didn't know they were good. Like,
Did
I
you like
think that
Joe?
they should, huh?
Did you like Joe?
Yes. But I only know like two songs of
He
his.
ugly.
I don't think he's ugly.
Girl, I almost like, I almost cut my damn computer off. He is ugly, Shay.
No,
I forgot you
I
like
don't think
bald.
he's ugly. I don't I don't prefer a bald head, but I don't have nothing
Look, let
against
me
him
pull
either.
up a picture of him.
However, I don't think the man ugly. You know who could blow as well and who very, very slept on? Aaron Hall.
Y'all, Shay like men like this.
Joe is handsome. Girl, chocolate skin, tall. I wouldn't be mad to be seen with him.
I hope you find him.
I don't want him though.
I ain't talking about him exactly. I'm talking about finding a
Oh,
dude like that. They look like that.
I wouldn't be mad.
Oh, girl, I used to like 112 too, but I only like two
Peaches
songs.
and cream.
It
I
might be
like
three.
112 too, but maybe like three or four songs.
Yeah, I like Cupid. I think that song is so cute.
I didn't like Cupid. I
Well, I
still
was,
don't like Cupid.
you know what? I can't even fault you for that. You know why? Because I just started liking that song like 3, 4 years ago.
I my
Because I didn't really
favorite
listen to
song
him like that.
I
But I used to
did,
like
but
anyway.
that is my favorite song by them.
And I love
Anyway,
Zayn rap part. Girl, I be turned
me
up.
too. Me too, girl. And I'm looking like Zayn was too young to be rapping about this.
He's not spoke about enough. Like he's kind of like,
Mm-mm.
but I don't think he really had like a big career.
He didn't. It didn't last that long.
Was he an actor more like, or was he really just?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
He didn't start acting until after the rapping, and it was just pretty much like cameos.
Yeah, because he was on Moesha.
hmm Speaking of a rapper that I really used to like, but I only know the one song by him, and that was "Gangsta's Paradise." Coolio.
Oh,
I
he looked
used to
weird.
love "Gangsta's Paradise." That's because of the way he had his hair.
I don't know if it was him or that other dude. He was a basketball player. Um, can't think of his name. One of them dudes was trying to talk to my mama,
Mm.
and she was like, "Hell no." But I
Mm-mm.
don't think it was. It might have been Coolio or Something Rodden. I don't know. He was a
Dennis
basketball.
Rodman?
Yes, it was one of them. Trying to holler at her. I gotta ask her, and I said, "Ooh, I'm glad you didn't talk to them. I wouldn't be born."
Mm-mm. That's true. Sometimes I wish I had a different daddy,
Did you like Kelly
but
Price?
then I wouldn't be me. Vocal,
True.
yeah. I don't really know many Kelly Price songs. I know a friend of mine.
I don't know. A
Uh,
Heartbreak Hotel, but hell, Whitney Houston and all them other people's on there.
yeah, but Kelly Price can definitely hang with the big dogs. The girl can sing.
She can. Did you like Nivea?
Not a huge fan, but she was okay.
I like that song Complicated.
I
Girl,
don't
I
know
had
that song.
cried off that song and that Mary J. Blige, Not Gonna Cry. I had them up on
Uh huh.
rotation on my breakup, and it really helped me just let all of like the sadness or whatever, everything out. And I would like cry going to sleep listening to that song
Yeah.
every night.
Pause. Because can
Because
we
what?
back up to Kelly Price? Because she got me
We
messed up
need
right
to
now.
get off of these artists. We had a whole
We
topic.
did.
We were supposed to
But
talk
we
about
can switch topics with what I'm finna say about Kelly Price because I feel like she done lost her dang on mind because she's mad at black women. Was she mad at black women and men, I guess?
why.
But she called us some DEI rejects or something, she said.
She's black woman.
And because she went and got on stage singing or
Mhm.
whatever, and people was talking about her body and her outfit and stuff, whatever
Ain't she
outfit.
still big?
hmm And so she got on there like dogging us and stuff. And I'm looking like, this is the problem. You can defend yourself without having to offend the whole rest of everybody else who supported you. Cause now I'm very turned off by her.
Mhm.
Cause and I don't agree with those people either, like talking about her body and talking about what she had on and stuff like that. You cannot like somebody's outfit. First of all, you cannot like something about somebody silently. That is an option. Two, you can have it's a polite way to say you don't like something on somebody. If
Just
you
don't
didn't
say
like
nothing at all sometimes. Just click off.
exactly.
Go away.
And
Don't be
you
around.
can scroll. We have the power to move on. And
Mhm.
so that's that. Now, Kelly Price, you have a big platform. You have a name, but the very people who are supporting you are the ones you dogging out and talking about. And most of us didn't even say anything about you.
Mhm.
That's the same way I feel about Money Long. Money Long, you talking about black women are your biggest haters, and no, and because a lot of black women were saying they don't like Money Long's personality and stuff like that. I'm
Mhm.
gonna be honest. I'm one of those people, and I followed her. I unfollowed her. I followed because I keep trying to give her chances, but then she just say some old stupid stuff
See, I don't be
that
knowing
make.
like stuff like that because I don't tap into. I don't follow artists no more. Like I
hmm
don't
I
care.
be trying to support
Hmm
because
I can
I'm just
support your music, but I don't gotta check in and see what you're doing on
hmm
social media
and
because
I'm learning to detach because I know that's one of the reasons why R. Kelly I can't listen to his music anymore because I used to really just I'm a type of person I really love. I'm gonna tell you who gonna hurt me if they do some crazy old stuff. Kendrick Lamar. I love Kendrick Lamar. I think he's one of the best to do it. I think he has a great head on his shoulders. I love seeing him in interviews. I love listening to his vocals, like and what he's talking about in his songs and stuff. I I won't say I have him on a pedestal, but I will say I do hold him in high regards.
right.
So if he do some old dumb Drake bull crap, cause I can't stand Drake, never could. Didn't like him since Degrassi.
I never been a
But
Drake fan.
hmm
But out of them, I always like J. Cole. I don't
I
know.
do like J. Cole as well.
It's his
And
it's his voice too. Like that stuff
And his
matters.
realness. What
Yeah.
you talk
He
about
young
matters to
to me.
me.
He don't be doing all that extra stuff. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he still got them little ratchet dread things. I don't know, that little mop.
So I don't know.
Take that off. Like,
Yeah, and then another person that I really like, two people. Zero. He don't be in no whole bunch of whole lot of. He rap about good stuff to me. He rap about his life, and I feel like I can relate to that. Some of the stuff he go through, I feel like I done been through, but in a different way or something. So I can get with Zero, and then Big Crit. I really love Crit
I
as well.
like him, but I just don't never give time to listen. But it's some song he, because my brother used to like him a lot. Like this
Mm-hmm.
back in, I don't know, 2016, I don't know, 17. But it
Mm-hmm.
was one song of his. I just really love hearing it. I don't know the name of it, none of that. I just never gave him a chance, but I do like him. He's so damn
Mm-hmm.
country.
He is, girl. He got a song called Country Shit.
It
And
might be
then
that song. I don't
it
know.
probably, and then he featuring it with Ludacris on the remix. I miss
People don't give
remixes.
Ludacris credit either.
People don't. Luda was
I
amazing.
love his music videos. Like they were so funny.
Hmm.
They were very like
Creative.
Missy Elliott stuff too. But I really
Yep.
like
I
Ludacris.
used to love me some Missy Elliott, honey. I used to love me some Missy. But when
Hmm.
I say somebody who got the vocals, I can't stand the rain.
She
But
was
I
on.
feel like if she
She was
heard
on
me
a lot
say
of other
stop.
people's stuff that we don't even really know about.
And writing, a lot of writing to
Yeah.
people's stuff too. And sometimes her background vocal, like I think she on a J. Cole song doing some background vocals.
She
And I was like,
is.
that's Missy.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you talking about people who can't sing. Off of TLC, to me, T-Boz can't.
Mm-mm. She talk.
I don't know what that is,
I
but she,
like Chili though.
yeah.
And
To me,
we all know
she's
Left Eye
always
can't
been
sing.
the
She
pretty.
raps.
She always been so pretty to me.
All of them
Like,
was
and they are.
beautiful to me.
It's just something to me about her that's just very, very pretty.
Which one?
Chilly.
Chili. Yeah, hers is a different kind of pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But all of
Out of
them was
them,
so
I
pretty.
love Left Eye. That was my girl. I liked her
Mm-hmm.
the most.
You ain't heard me.
I did.
Kendrick Lamar won too.
I know.
But
I
that
like
was my top
Kendrick.
three
If
rappers
you
right
want to
there.
mix me up with Kendrick,
But
you're gonna be like, "What?" That damn swimming pool song got on my damn nerves.
I can see how that got on your nerves.
So
I
it kind of made me like step back from him around that time. But I always respected and liked his skill.
And I feel like true Kendrick's best music is in his albums and not
Yes, and that's
radio
what
play.
I like. Like I like to listen to his albums, not
Me
so much
too. My
the.
favorite album, which most people don't even know about, is his Untitled album. It's just
Mm,
called Untitled, and
mm,
it is he's taking us with him through the process of making the songs. Like you're hearing, he didn't cut nothing.
mm,
You hear him, and it's a lot. It sounds like live instrumentals in the background and stuff, and you hear him telling them what to take out, what to keep. Let me hear that back. Like we get to go the whole thing. I absolutely enjoyed that album.
mm.
I thought it was
I
so
never heard
creative,
of it, but I might have to check it out.
and then I feel like Childish Gambino tried to do something similar and do a untitled album with but it had like a bunch of numbers as the titles and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't think it hit as well. I honestly think he's a better actor than he is a rapper.
Who's your favorite country artist, or what's your favorite country song?
I don't think I have a favorite country song,
Mhm.
but I can't say I have a favorite country artist either. I like country music a lot though. I have a whole country playlist. But I do like Chris Stapleton, of course. Um, I love me some Travis Tritt, and I know a lot of people don't know who that is. Mainly black people don't know who that is. And a lot of people don't like listen to because he was a racist. I believe he was.
Mm.
I think it was Travis Tritt. Don't let me lie on that man's name, y'all. It probably wasn't him. Cause I think it was somebody else who was a racist. It wasn't Travis Tritt.
It's some country dude I like. Nicole put me on to him. I can't think of his name, but it's like he got. I don't think it's country music. I think he rapping, but it's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
country twang, rap, singing, or whatever.
Shabuzi?
That ain't his name.
Oh.
And he really just raps about like God and struggles, and even people who
Oh,
have
okay.
these addictions and stuff. Like I gotta
Mm-hmm.
find. She
I
put me on him, and bro, I be all his songs.
I do like Shabuzi and I do like Willie Jones. Bitch, I'm Willie Jones. I like them too. Girl, I like me some country music now. And then hold up, cause I'm finna put you on to somebody else. She not a country rapper. She's a rapper, but she more of a lyricist to me.
Hmm.
Let me find her. When I say I love her, but her stuff is uplifting.
That's
And
why that dude is. I'm gonna find him tomorrow when I go to work, and then
mhm,
I'm gonna have to send it to you. I'm probably gonna have to ask her because I don't remember this man's name, but
okay.
he got some really nice, positive music, and I love the fact that he really like shines on speaking about the Lord. I love that.
I love that too.
He's
I
a white
can't
guy,
stand her.
but
Hmm.
he a white guy, but he sound like he hood and country at the.
Okay. Do he got tattoos on his face?
Not on his face, no.
Okay.
I don't know if he got tattoos at all. I want to say he might have it on his arm, but I don't know.
Mhm. Well, you don't want to know my favorite Monica song?
I don't know. I don't listen to her like that.
Oh, dang.
I like
Bro.
her. She can blow, but
Mhm.
I don't know what it is. I can't listen to her that much.
Check out her song Mirror. I know you probably heard Still Standing because that was a radio song. That one was good too. I
I
really did
know.
like that. I'm still standing. She's talking about the struggles that she went through in life and then
Never heard of it.
she starts, girl, that's a good one too. I love that one. And then her song Mirror, she's talking about falling in love with herself and
Mm-mm.
how she used to depend on other people and they
I
used to
didn't think
dictate.
that. I wouldn't think that she would be like that. So that's very interesting that she opened up on that level because she comes
Mm-hmm.
off very like a strong woman and
And that's why I like it. And that's why I like her because, like us, so many people think, oh, we're strong women. We don't have feelings. Oh,
I'm
we're strong
a
women.
very emotional person.
But when the outside world look at us, because that's how, remember when I worked at that job, I felt like that was one of the ways I was getting treated. And I was told that to my face, like from the
I didn't like
management.
I didn't like the fact that management always would tell me, and I'm sure they probably told you was what was it? Damn, it didn't came out of my head. It was basically something of the nature of being a bigger person because basically you have morals. But I'm over here
Hmm.
butchering it really hard. But
I
it was
know what you
kind of
mean.
the essence of what did she always would say this, bro? She'd always be like integrity, right?
Hmm.
She
Yep.
wants you to have or they want you to have that integrity, but then it doesn't apply to the other
It
employees.
doesn't apply. Yep. And it's like they kept us on a pedestal and everybody else could just do whatever. But it's like when I'm coming to you telling you this person is doing this to me, this person basically
And then
hurting me.
they be, excuse me, they be knowing like, yo, we
Hmm.
need to be cool with this person, bro. How is it that this person can on clock work, go to sleep at work? It's
Hmm.
but like Nicole, she be having a hard time sleeping, and she be like,
Hmm.
"Bro, I'm over here barely holding on." And I told her because she's next to him, like they're buddies, sitting there.
Hmm.
And I said, "Your buddy right here, he goes to sleep for a long time. Big boss see him, and regular
Mm-hmm.
people see him. They don't say nothing." So I said, "Do
Mm-hmm.
it." And
Just
then
I
he
remember
don't
when
fall
I got
asleep,
there,
bro.
huh?
He don't only just fall asleep, bro. Like he will go, like we'll have our break, right? And
Mm-hmm.
everybody go do whatever they want to do. We come back from break, he take his break. He in the break room,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Yep.
like, why don't you do
Mm-hmm.
that before work?
Mm-hmm.
Wait for the break to go on break to go get it, but then after break is done, you go and eat that
Cause
stuff.
that's what they allow.
Um, right.
Never doing no work.
Person who, if you sit in a certain way, like say I'm sitting this way, and people can
Mm-hmm.
walk past me. Luckily for where I'm sitting at, I'm sitting like this. Nobody can get behind me. It's just the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But this person, they like this. You can see their computer. Big boss, everybody can come and see them. Bro, this person don't be doing nothing. Do you think they say anything to them? They
Mm-mm. I
don't.
know. I used to be there.
Or this person got their screen up, but they over here just doing stuff on they whatever they be doing with
Mm-hmm.
their paper or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't like that. If I do that, that's why I don't be rushing no more to do anything or
Mm-hmm. I think that's one thing I learned is don't be the best worker because they gon' you be thinking I'm gonna
you
be
doing the
like,
right thing.
cause that's just my work ethic, and you think you're doing the right thing, but they gonna take advantage of you, and they gonna they not gonna appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna just try to
That's
use you,
true.
and you can't take no days off, and you can't do nothing because oh we need you. Mm-mm, I don't like it.
I don't either. Like to me, don't hold me at a high pedestal than you can't even yourself or
To
the other
you exactly.
because they don't even do that to us, but then they're not a great example either. So it's like you're putting all this pressure on me, but you're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be my boss and you're not even being a right example.
Exactly. Like, how am I supposed to be doing better than you? And I remember I told the manager that, like, you keep talking about, oh, I used the bathroom too long and all this stuff. I
Girl,
said,
I'm gonna
but
hurt. I'm still gonna they'll say stuff. I still just I'm sorry.
mm,
Mm. I just be
my
like,
thing with him, you go smoke like every 15 minutes. Like,
girl,
you're never in here and you don't even know how to do my job. So, how you going to try to tell me something?
girl, be gone for a long time and then expect the work to be done when he
Mm-hmm.
come back. Like, no, no, sir. You ain't even here managing us the right way. You want to micromanage us on who we talk to and how long we've been to the restroom. You're not
Mm-hmm.
caring about the work on how it's getting done or
Yep.
any help or anything. You want us
Crazy.
to come to you about that and then you just micromanage the small petty stuff. No,
Mm-hmm.
I can't rock with that.
Mm-hmm. Me neither. And you gonna have to be a leader in order to lead me.
Yeah, and I don't think that person was a leader at all.
Mm-mm. Not even a little bit.
Mm-mm. I didn't understand how they even got that job. It kind of just came off like a toss away, and just
Mm-hmm.
they was the first and the only person to apply for that job.
Yep. Like, well, this good enough.
And you know how they used to get on. We talked about this in the past, but you know how they used to get on us about, oh, if we're dating each other, not us,
Mm-hmm.
the guys we were cool with. They were so concerned about our little group dating each other, but
Mm-hmm.
now being up there and you're not there no more, it's crazy to me. Like they be knowing like management, other managers are dating or talking to other
Mm-hmm. To their
they be
subordinates.
fine with it, talking about, oh, we don't have proof. Y'all never had
Mm-hmm.
proof about us either. You just saw us
Exactly.
amongst each other, and that was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Or even like that old team lead that was there, you know who I'm talking
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
cool with them. It was very interesting to me that person did get a chance to know us, but still walked around with that same weird
Yep.
mentality of perception that they were trying to hold amongst us. And it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
You're weird
The
because you
crazy thing
know us
is,
individually and saw
exactly.
the
But
real.
that's what's crazy to me. I got to know that person before I even got cool with you. I got to know that person, and me and that person were like cool. And I thought, and even got to know you outside of work. We're hanging out together, and then you started treating me like I'm one of them. Like bunching us in the group, calling us the mean girls, and it's like we never did anything to anybody.
That's high school mentality, and I just
It's very, and you know what made me realize that we was dealing with people from like high school type mentalities is because I remember one day I was just sitting there and somebody said you're popular. I always wanted to be popular, and I was like popular. And I went, no. And they was like, no, you are popular. Everybody likes you. Everybody knows you. And I said, popular kids don't want to be popular. I said, I'm just being me. I
exactly.
said, I'm nice to everybody. I speak, but I don't consider these people my friends, but I speak to them. And I don't have to be rude or nasty to anybody, but it's because I have a personality and y'all don't. And
But
you're trying to be everybody's friend.
that's exactly, well, not all the way reason why, but that was partial why the reason why I was the way that I was, even though I always kind of been just off to myself. But that
Mm-hmm.
made me more like, okay, I see how they move, they messy, and these people are just false like people. So I'm just like, hell no, I'm not fenced to get close to them because
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna have this perception of me anyways.
Yep.
I even give them extra ammunition to use against me and put me in some.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm good.
And that was my thing. Like every time I turn around, y'all, it's a mess. And I am not that person.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's mm-mm. And then I learned, well, you don't, I don't know if you know this, but when I first came, the person whose name starts with a Y was really the first person that kind of like came to me and was trying to like, be cool with me or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it only lasted a couple weeks. And I found out quick than a mug how messy and fake this person was and how
Mm-hmm.
they would get me into some stuff that I ain't even do.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
so
actually the first person who started trying to get cool with me and teach me the ropes and stuff at first too.
and that's why I said it was crazy to me too, because she did that, and then the boy Nick, he would I don't know, I could be wrong, but I'm telling you, it definitely sounded like this boy said to me, what did he say? Something of the nature like that's my future girlfriend or something weird like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he said it so fast and low. I even was like, huh? But he walked off already. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why like you always trying to make it seem as if I liked you or wanted something with you, but I've never gave you that impression. You always
Right.
was doing that extra weird stuff. And then
Yep.
like we had to be friends or acting like we always gotta talk when I'm like, give me space.
Mm-hmm. Give me space.
What time is it? You trying to end it
11:57.
by 2 minute mark or you want to end it?
We could do a 2 minute mark.
But I definitely didn't like how that team lead did you.
Yeah. I because I don't like how a lot of people in there did me. It just was crazy to me. From the team lead to the manager. The manager did me the most dirty. Um, to even people that I just was trying to be cool with. Like it was just too much going on. That's why I disconnected from so many people. Because one, when I got fired, I stayed in contact with the ones who actually even reached out to me. And
Mm-hmm.
then you had some who tried to reach out months later, and it's like,
Being fake. What happened? Where you go?
uh-huh.
They are
And
the same.
that's something you gotta be mindful of too, because some people will reach out to you just to get some to hear the mess and hear the
Mhm.
tea. They don't care nothing about you.
At all.
And one of the people that I got away from, the reason why I got away from her, 'cause she's in a wheelchair just like me. And except for your different ethnicity. So you over here, well, race. So you're over here playing victim, and you're not even going through half as much issues. And you are every time you always a dang victim. Nothing ever is good enough for you. And that was irritating me, especially when from us, we have to, as black people, we have to be 10, like, and we learned this growing up. You got to be 10 times better than them in order to get ahead, in order to even be equal playing field with them. So when I'm seeing her get all these special treatments and stuff and still got the nerve to complain and act like life is just sucky and everything about this place sucks when they are not
Like
doing.
that was fake just to fit in.
Me
But
too.
in reality, that person liked it and was trying to do whatever they can do to get in good
Mm-hmm.
management
Yep.
because they was trying to climb up the totem pole.
And playing both sides.
You left, they got a lot more benefits, girl. Like I just don't even tell you. But it's a lot of stuff that that person got, and they were even in drama. Like that's another thing. You know, when if we got in drama, they writing us up. We didn't
Mm-hmm.
warnings like that. But these people that be in all types of drama and still manage to
Mm-hmm.
keep their
That's
job.
how it was when I was there. They was in so much drama.
And
And
that's
the
why
crazy
politics.
mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is, and you know what? I had a manager who told me that. You just said politics and that just put the light bulb in my head. He told me the reason you are the way you are is because you won't play the game.
Mm-mm.
So you won't never get ahead because you don't want to play the game. I'm not finna do that. I'm not, like I be telling people, I'm not of this earth.
I'm not
I
gonna
live
sell
in
out.
this earth.
Like no, that's
Right.
that's selling your soul in another form.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why I never looked at him.
You a
So
sellout.
mm-hmm. But I called him a sellout. He was so mad. And then the manager, his manager was like, "Y'all got more in common than you real." No, we don't. I'm nothing like this person.
He is
I'm
based off of the weird wheelchair.
yep, and he gives me
Or are
Uncle
you talking
Tom,
about him and that you and that manager, the
that
head
manager,
outfit?
the manager, the one who was in the wheelchair. I was actually cool with him until he started showing me his true colors. And then I'm not gonna lie, I saw a racist. I'm looking like this is a racist person. Like the way he be acting and some of the things that he would say out his mouth, I'm like, no. And I remember he told me that stuck out to me when you tell me I used to be racist.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. He told me he used to be racist and he was like, but then I met the finest woman I ever met in my life. And she was a black woman and she was so educated. And you know, I'm not from no from it I'm not from a place where we educated like that and stuff. And he was like, but where I'm from, we were all taught that black people are dumb, and like he was just going into details, and he even told me how he bullied a black kid before, him and his friends and stuff. And then he told me how he stopped being racist and stuff. And he was like, I got out of that small town. And I was realizing, wait a minute, the stuff they fed me and told me about black people not true at all. Like, but then the minute you start getting mad at us,
You go back to that
it's,
same.
yep, he will start reverting back. And then you're mad at me for no reason. You're mad at me because remember they used to switch us up like every other week, and like, okay, you're cross trained in this, okay, so I want you to do this week. And I was workflow. So they took him off workflow and put me on there. Workflow, for those who don't know, y'all, is when you give the work to everybody in the suite and
You
you're
the
passing.
distributor.
Right, you're the one basically responsible for all the stuff. So he was so mad they took him off and put me on. But instead of talking to them, people who could actually do something about it, because I'm only doing what they telling me to do, you're
Hmm.
mad at me and taking it out on me. And now all of a sudden you're reverting back to your racism and stuff, and it's starting to show.
And this is not even funny. But the black, I know who you're talking about now. But the black
Mhm.
girl he's referring to, they was not all that. But I
Yeah, I
think
can believe it.
the situation that he's in physically, to him it was because he felt like he could actually get that girl.
Mm-hmm.
She
Yep.
wasn't ugly, no, but she wasn't the way that he
Mm-hmm. The
made.
same way he do with his wife. You be boosting her up, and I'm sorry, but she not all of that. She not an ugly girl, but she ain't what he making her to be, and she not all that smart either.
I feel like if she invested in herself, I feel like she really could be a
Yep,
really good girl. But
a
because she
force to be working with, cause if she work out a little bit and get,
have a very nice body, and
mm-hmm,
if she just works on herself mentally, because she
yep.
not that dingy like we think. It's just the fact that she's passive with it, so
I
it
know
makes.
she not that dingy. I had got close to her too, and I'm talking to the point we talk on the phone every day. I don't get along with dingy people because I don't have kind of patience for that.
You
So,
tell them about themselves real quick.
mm-hmm. And she didn't act the same way on the phone that she did at work sometimes. Like all most of the time. She was a and she did get a lot more passes because when I say super sweet girl,
Mm-hmm.
super sweet. And
It
it seemed like
happens in
when
this
she
industry.
got with him is when it all started kind of changing. You
Yeah.
know, somebody broke something down to me the other day, and I'm gonna leave us with this. So they was talking about the movie Shrek. First of all, that's my favorite animated movie. But
Uh,
they
so-
was saying that is a horror movie to them. They was like, because hold up. And yeah, and when he broke it down, I'm like, hold up. Because why he making sense? But where he ended it with, he was like, but what I took from that movie, he was like, I heard a lesson. That he was like, the lesson that everybody got from the movie was go with your true love, looks don't matter, blah, blah, blah. He said, but the message I got was if you hang out with monsters long enough, you will become a monster. Because Fiona was
so,
not supposed to be an ogre.
but that's her true form because her daddy is a damn frog.
What?
I don't know how they got her to. I don't understand the statistics of her mama being a human, her daddy really being a frog, and then they make an ogre. I don't understand it, but that's what it was. But her true form was an ogre.
No, because remember that lady put that spell on her for her to be an ogre.
No, she was on. She put the spell on her to stay as a human. That's what helped her. The
Mm-mm.
spell was to keep her as a
I'm
human.
gonna go rewatch Shrek because I'm telling you, you wrong.
Now,
But
I watched that movie too many times.
me too. But the point that I'm making is if you hang out with monsters long enough, you will become a monster. And that's what I feel like happened with her. She got with her husband and she started to change to be more like him because he's more dominant and talks over her and stuff. And so she's more passive and stuff. And she let a lot of stuff that he say slide, and she just let him run amok and don't try to check him or you know what I'm saying?
You know what's
Like,
crazy? Her mama like that with the daddy.
mm, I
Cause
met
them
her mama and her daddy before, but I don't remember what they were like.
The daddy was being all rude and stuff, especially on the second, which
Mm.
is my favorite one. So I watched it so many times. But the daddy was just
Oh, you
being,
was talking about Shrek.
yeah,
I thought you was talking about her mama and her daddy.
I was. But I'm saying the
Oh.
daddy was being mean to him
Mm-hmm.
off rip.
Mm. Can I be honest? I feel like he probably felt like his daughter could do better in that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she
Also
could have.
of that Fairly Odd Mother too, because of everything that was at stake. Because
Mm-hmm.
who helped him even become a king because he was a damn frog.
Mm-hmm. Who was a frog?
The daddy, the king,
Which Shrek is this?
the second one.
I'm gonna have to go watch it because,
You
girl,
need
what?
because the daddy goes back into that form about the third one, I believe.
I ain't seen no frog,
With him too.
but
But
I
yeah,
ain't never seen Shrek 3 though.
frog, and I think he made a bet with that odd mother, fairly odd mother,
Mm.
godmother, I said odd, fairly godmother, and
So
got that
you mean to tell me Tiana and the King and Prince whatever gonna have a baby and the baby gonna be a dang frog ogre?
right. That's why I said that don't make sense to me. Not Tiana. I'm talking about Shrek
I
now.
know, but I brought up Tiana because of the Princess and the Frog.
But the same with that, how that dude, well, he wasn't a frog at first, but the daddies was vice versa. He was a frog.
That's weird.
I know. That's why I'm like, how did they have
This
an ogre?
one thing I don't be liking about cartoons sometimes. Y'all don't do stuff that, and I like cartoon like with logic sometimes. Like I love Bugs Bunny and them and cartoon logic, but that just stupid, and that don't make no sense.
And you know what's
And it's
funny? I
quite
never
frankly, it's
talk.
ruining the movie for me.
Yeah. Because when you really start thinking about it, a lot of that stuff don't really make sense. But I really
Mhm.
like the movie because it's funny to me.
It
I
is.
like Donkey and Shrek's vibe.
Yeah.
He be getting on Shrek's nerves. So that's
Hmm.
most about it.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm ready for my man because see, I know I'm donkey. And that's why my sister be tripping on me because I'm donkey. And
You
she
know how
roots.
you know how Shrek and them left and stuff, and he had to like stay there.
I'm all alone.
Yeah. But then when he got back with him and stuff, he just all over him. He was even
Hmm.
sad when he got with Fiona. I think he was jealous of her, honestly.
Donkey, of course. You taking
Especially
my best friend from me.
that ain't his damn best friend. He just put up with him.
That's his bestest
Shrek fake.
friend. What you say?
Shrek is fake
He
with Donkey.
is.
He really
So
be.
is.
They use each other though.
Yeah, Donkey funny, man. But let's just be real. Eddie Murphy is just top
Yeah.
tier funny, hilarious.
And
And
with Mulan when he was the little dragon.
that's what I was just finna say. You literally took that word out my mouth.
I liked him more, like that movie more because of him.
Me too. I cannot imagine that movie without him.
Be definitely
Mushu.
make me want to watch that now.
Girl.
And because we've been off topic for like a whole
I
hour.
know. And we
But
usually good about it.
we'll have to link up sometime this week, maybe if we both. No, because you gotta get ready to go.
Not that I got 2 weeks.
Oh, girl, I keep trying to rush the trip, but whoever is this last person watching, thank you guys, or thank you.
Thank you.
You stayed around, baby. But
A real one.
right. They ain't said nothing in the chat. If they did, they just said they little 1 2 and stayed hanging. So it's still appreciated, lurking and all.
Hmm.
But yeah, y'all, we finna end this live. I hope you guys enjoyed our off topic.
Please like the live. Um, if you're not subscribed to Rebel Chick Angie, please subscribe to her. You can follow me at almost all platforms at ShaeSpeaks999.
Yeah. Y'all have a good night.
Good
We gonna
night.
link up later.
Okay.
Good night, baby.
Good night.